Happy Wednesday, everybody. Hope you're having a blessed day so far. Alright, so as always, we continue on our journey. Today, I want to speak about, I think 2 days ago, I was speaking about, if there was a scriptural basis for metamorphosis, and I was speaking about Romans 12. And then yesterday, I spoke about the cross, that, too many people just be sleeping on the cross. The cross is everything. Without Jesus, without the cross, there is no metamorphosis, okay? Jesus, he is like, let's just say, okay, the original butterfly. He came to show us the way that, you don't have to be just another little caterpillar anymore, but this is the best of who you can be. He came to show us, the acceptable will of God, okay? So as you're on a journey of metamorphosis, this is what you look forward to, that you move from being the first Adam who fell to the last Adam, who's Christ Jesus, that you are metamorphosed from the old into the new, that you become a brand new wineskin, that all things are passed away and everything has become new, a brand new you, a brand new species of being, like just a fabulous new creation, okay? You don't even look like a caterpillar anymore. You got pretty wings. You're flying now. Okay, so this is like God. Jesus just came to show us the best, and He did that, by sacrificing His own life and laying down His life for us through the cross. So you can't go without any of the two. But as we move on to today, which is Wednesday, my day, yay, we're gonna speak about Mark chapter 4. Which I don't know if any of you know from Sunday school, but it's the parable of the sower, okay? One of the versions. You know how, like, in Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, they all speak about different things, but in the book of Mark chapter 4, Mark speaks about the parable of the sower, that Jesus spoke about, okay? And it's like, the reason why I kind of brought it up is that, he says the parable is about the guy who, a man who was sowing seeds, and, he sowed some in the pathway, he sowed some by the rocks, he sowed some where there were weeds and thorns, and then he sowed some in the good soil, okay? And Jesus was just saying through this example that, there's different ground for the word to fall on, okay? Which ground are you going to be? Because every day I keep making these videos and I'm talking about metamorphosis, and some of you might be like, oh, that's nice. Some of you be like, yeah, Some of you would like it, some of you won't. But those who do like it, are you going to receive the words that I speak as just like, oh, just nice words? Or are you going to, like, let it take root? Are you going to accept it? Are you going to receive it? Because like Jesus said in the parable of the sower, that it's the same word that was released to all these 4 different kinds of soil. But it was only the last kind, the good soil, the one that accepted and received the seed, that was able to bear that good fruit. Okay, so if you watch these videos or any other kind of spiritual kind of, like a video that speaks about Christ, or you go to church and you listen to the word that your pastor teaches you, or you watch Christian TV, or any way through which you're on the journey and you're trying to learn about Christ so that you can have that deep, intimate fellowship with Him, whatever means that you're using, are you any of these 4 kinds of soil? I mean, definitely you'd be one of them. But I mean, which kind are you? Because, if you're the first kind, boy, you don't get anywhere. But even if you're the second kind, same old. Do you understand? We all need to strive to be the 4th kind. Because like Jesus was talking about the other 2, like forget about the first kind, that immediately, it's like as soon as you go to church on Sunday, you get the nice word. You're like, what's up? Woo! I love that word. And then as soon as you get out of the church, you forget it. So I'm not even talking about those ones, because, man, you just need Jesus. Just go straight to Jesus. Nobody can help you but Jesus. I'm just kidding, because nobody can help anybody but Jesus. Nobody can help me. Nobody can help you. Nobody can help anyone except Jesus. So I was just kidding. But my point is mainly the second and third kinds of soil. I think that happens so much to us that, like, you hear the word, but then, like, the cares of life just kind of come at you, and after a while you just give up and you just die. Or the third kind, which is, you're growing nicely, but then again, this is a different kind. He says, the riches, the deception of wealth. As always, hard in here. He talks about the deception of wealth, okay? That, like, when you make wealth your goal, like money, the love of money, not money itself, but the love of money and the way things are supposed to be. Okay, I'm holding my Bible, so I can't really hold on. Supposed to be, You know how like people be like, no, this is how this is done, or no, this is how this is done. And then I'm thinking, where does it say that in the Bible? Okay, but it's that whole, oh, this is how this is done, that's what would be choking you, you know, in the third kind of soil that Jesus was speaking about, because you think of the way that man does things. So you might receive the word, and here am I talking about some things like a metamorphosis, and I'm saying, oh, you're going to be metamorphosed from a caterpillar to a butterfly. And you're like, okay, that sounds really nice, that's great, but a human being really cannot be metamorphosed into another being. So come on, okay, I'm just gonna listen and smile, but I'm not really gonna apply this to my life. But that's what Jesus is saying in Mark 4, that, you know, it's the word, because I'm not just speaking for speaking's sake, I'm speaking what I believe. Okay, so it's a word, and God has released the word. Now, are you gonna receive it as a good soil or as a rocky ground? Or, you understand, which kind of soil are you going to be? Because the word has been released. Whatever happens after the word has been released is not up to you. Okay, so that's our word for the day. On our journey of a metamorphosis, you're gonna have to choose every decision. As I think I said in another post, or in one of my postings on Instagram, or if you just check out my free fan page on Facebook, you see it's all there, chronological order of things I've been posting, and one way or the other I think I spoke about decisions and choices, because to be honest, a metamorphosis, it's a choice. Nobody can force you to be metamorphosed from one state to another. You're gonna have to choose. And God says in Mark 4, that Jesus says in Mark 4, that these are the words, the word has been sown. So which soil are you gonna be? You're gonna choose. You have to choose which soil you are gonna be, so that you can get the best of what He has for you, and you can be metamorphosed into the most glorious of all butterflies. Okay, but the choice is yours. All right. Okay. So until tomorrow, enjoy the rest of your Wednesday. I'm gonna look for something to eat. I'm gonna have some lunch, and get back to work, and I will see you tomorrow. So be blessed. Okay. Bye.